Good morning, everyone. It is a little late. It's past 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, 10/27/2021. How you doing today? I hope everything's good. So today I thought I'd just try to hopefully stay on topic on one topic and talk about something that's near and dear to my heart: police brutality or wrongful shooting. Oops, goddamn this goddamn mouse. So, you probably didn't want to hear or see that. Okay, so as of late, if you've been listening to any of my podcasts, I apologize for that. You'll know that I've taken kind of a reprieve on my fuck the police stance. And, at first it was with Spokane Police because of the way they've, I think, reasonably handled the pandemic and COVID, and give credit to our governor for not being more tyrannical, and probably lying to Jay Inslee about what we're doing over here. I don't know. I don't want to be 100% like, well, she's doing some shit I don't agree with, therefore the whole fucking thing's wrong. No, not me. Jay Inslee can go fuck himself 100%, but Nadine Woodward, who I voted for, I mean, there's quite a few things I could really take her to task on, but to some degree, I mean, what can we expect? She's a woman, Anyways, but again, so my last few encounters with the Spokane Police have all been rather enjoyable, comparably. Millennials, I think, because of their blessed little hearts, their compassion, their bisexual ways, has actually made a police department where, even if they're arresting you, they do it politely and with respect, and that makes a difference. It really does. But anyway, so I've kind of said, hey, give credit where credit due. They haven't gone all Gestapo in Spokane, thanks to Nadine, thanks to the police, Spokane Police. That's much appreciated by me. But now Ozzy, who I've, let's just say, never really had a place in my heart for. Banana Republic type enforcement. The jail is a humanitarian nightmare, and it wasn't always that way. I could take him to task on some things. Like one time he handcuffed me and pushed me down some stairs, and I'm in a wheelchair. That's like okay, but even then, because of his stance on 2A, Second Amendment, and vaccines, I would actually buy the man a coffee. Because, all right, well, let's put all that shit behind us. Because, I was a criminal. Probably still am. I'm not sure. But anyways, find common ground. And, look, as a crook or a former crook or, retired professional, they're right. If you outlaw guns, I'm the only one that will have one. Because I'm not going to go without a gun. I mean, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but I'm not. You go right ahead. You rely on those guys to be late and then take your loved ones away in a body bag, and then, they'll probably go shoot the people that did it, but I'd just rather avoid the whole, dying thing in the first place. Anyway, so because of Ozzy's stance, because he's a man, and he's going to make a stand and stay by his beliefs and, not get pushed over and, compromise and kind of go backdoor this and whatever. I can respect that. And seriously, I'd buy the man a coffee, whether he accept one from me or not. I don't know. I'd probably still try to push him down some stairs though. Anyways, so I've had, especially of late, a confusing and rather complicated relationship with the law enforcement of Spokane. Let's just say that. Okay, but anyways, I still don't believe in shooting unarmed people. I have a real problem with that. So I'm not. It's the unarmed people. I have a problem with them shooting. Period. And they do it way too often. God damn it. Okay, so pardon me. Motherfucker. I hate these websites. Deputy who fatally shot a man 9 times, convicted of assault. Family calls verdict partial justice. I read the article. No, I think they got justice. The guy's going to do probably... Well, let's hear what the judge... If the guy gets 10 years or more, justice was served. Because it's a mix. Unless there's some mitigating circumstances where he just wasn't a scared white cop. Because I think... So, that's okay. That's why I wanted to do this podcast. Okay, first he's probably just a scared white cop, and there's a lot of them out there. And so yeah, when you shoot unarmed black people, it's probably because you're a scared white cop. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. All right. I know. Oh, the fucking statistics. Shut the fuck up. All right. It's not your podcast. It's mine. God damn fucking. So I know. Go like this. See this button up here? You motherfuckers! Stop it. You hit this button right here, pop, pop. And it won't do that anymore, I promise. You see that? No, it's off the screen. So, you see right there? If that button is still going, you can hit this. Watch this right here. I'm going to teach you some stuff. Everybody uses phones now. I don't know why I'm doing this, but, it's like, see this button? So let's say I can hit X at any time. And you see how it won't load anymore? See how it's stuck right there? Right. So if you hit that button right here, when it's an X, now that's going to restart it. See? And then if I hit X, see, it should have stopped it at some point. Anyways, I'm just letting you know. See how this one hasn't gone away? Because I stopped that motherfucker. I am so fucking smart. My voice is cutting. All right, so, is that the fucking oh, what the hell? I haven't seen this, so we're doing this together. Where's my volume?
You see what's up? Touch me and see what's up. Drop the knife. Oh, drop the knife. Kill me. Drop the knife. Someone shots fired.
I would say, man, that's sad.
Wait.
What happened? Now, I'm in that group.
Why is that? Something's funky here.
Touch me and see what's up. Touch me and see what's up. Drop the knife. Oh, drop the knife. Kill me. Drop the knife. Someone shots fired.
Okay, I didn't see this part, so we're going on the fly here. So he had a knife. I didn't know that. They don't say in the article that he had a knife. Does that change it? Yeah. A little bit. Sheriff's office. I just want to make sure I'm talking about the same incident here.
I would say, man, that's sad. I hate that happened. Now,
so he shot him 9 times. God damn, nine fucking times. I want to see.
Oh, drop the knife. Drop the knife. Someone.
I want to see. God damn it. I can't make my own decision because USA Today has decided. Because there's a difference. I don't know. I don't know, man. Did he lunge at the officer? Come at him with that knife. Like, if he's just standing there saying, shoot me, and he doesn't come forward, I got a real problem. But he was inching closer. And there's not going to be a cop out there that agrees with me, and that's fine. I don't give a fuck what cops think. cops. Okay, look, they don't hire people off the street to be cops that have IQs of over 105. It's obvious why. Now, if you're military or something like that, there are exceptions. There are a few smart cops out there. But the reason they won't hire somebody with IQ over 105 is because they're smart enough to make their own moral decisions, and they don't want that. So I'm not here to argue with cops and training. You're trained wrong. Yeah, your training's all fucked up too. You're trained to kill people. So it's not your fault? Yes, it is. So anyways, let's not get into that because I haven't seen the video. They won't show it. Probably USA Today because it's a liberal, left-leaning hate to cops because it gets us voted in or whatever. They don't have a legitimate reason to hate the cops. Cops protect liberals. God, okay. Sorry, I didn't know about the video. So, I would assume, and this is called conscientious bias. My bias is, because USA Today blocked that out, right? I'm going to assume that this man with a knife came at the cop. Now, I realized he was saying, go ahead, shoot me. Come on, shoot me, kill me. He was feeling suicidal. That's a problem. And if he comes at the cop, I don't know. That's That's a whole different situation. Now, why is the cop this close to the guy? I don't know. So the way I read the article, it didn't look at that. So he's got a knife. There doesn't seem to be a particular anyone in danger except the officer. Yeah, I try to see it from both sides here, but why are you so fucking close to the guy?
Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Someone shots fired.
Why are you so close to this dude?
You know, I would say, man, that's sad.
Why are you so close to this dude? Right? Yeah. This is why you need to hire people with an IQ over 105. So, maybe he, I don't know. Because of this video, I haven't had a lot of time to think about it. The dude seemed to be somewhat of a danger to the public. He was knocking on doors, scaring rich white people. They called the police. I was thinking Otto Zim. I'd have to hear their, see their. Couple of his cops, friends said, competing narratives. Okay. Hall shot Abaladi 9 times following a slow speed chase in Danville. A wealthy... See, goddamn, this cop, yeah, he deserves 10 years. 10 to 15 years. That's a lot of fucking time. All right? That's no small fucking thing, people. That's no small thing. This is why we need smarter cops, though. I would do a fucking IQ test on the motherfucker. Right? I bet you he's about a 102. He's average. So he's trained. He's trained to do this. Me and you, being smart people, would go, well, fuck, if it's a slow chase, hot pursuit, then obviously this guy is not trying to harm anyone else. Okay, so he's shown some consideration, unless the car was broken, I don't know, for life. So yeah, I would, if I was a cop, I would not be coming up on him if there was no immediate danger, because it didn't. Now that was fisheye. Those cars could have been closer. I don't know how big the section was. I wasn't there. A lot of factors going on. But because I'm smart and sometimes psychologist, I'd say, okay, look, this dude is not trying to hurt other people. He's down on his luck and he's feeling suicidal. That'd be my guess. From special, and I didn't know that beforehand. I didn't see the video beforehand. They don't talk about any of this in the article. That's why journalism is dead. All right. So, 9 fucking shots. Maybe, well, if the guy starts coming at you with a knife in his hand, I understand that part, but why are you so fucking up on him? Wait for fucking backup, motherfucker. Right? And then, with backup there, maybe we can subdue him without fucking killing him with backup there. Because you stay back, you negotiate it, hey, think about it. These cops that run into a fucking bad situation to make it worse, I have a problem with. And in a way, it's not their fault. They're not that smart, and they're kind of trained really badly they're trained really well to do awful things. They're trained really well to do awful things. Spokane. Was it last summer? I don't think it was this. It might have been beginning this summer or last summer out in the valley. Some dumb drug addict, which I understand. See, I also understand everybody's probably pretty fucking tired of all these fucking tweakers going around being awful, right? I can fix that. I'm probably running for mayor. I can fix that. No one will listen to me. But anyways, that still doesn't justify shooting a strung out addict who has a little camp down by the river who scared some people, because tweakers scare people, normal people, and that's, as they should, or, the cop followed this dude who ran back to his camp because he probably didn't realize he was scaring people until he realized he was scaring people, and it jogged him out of his little world, and he ran back to his camp because he wasn't trying to harm or hurt anybody, and the fucking cop shot him at a campsite way away from people, and he was unarmed. That dude should go to fucking prison, in my opinion. This whole I was scared for my life thing never did cut it for me, and still really doesn't. All right, so Otto Zem, died because some fucking stuck-up cunts thought a retard was a weirdo trying to rape him. And he was just trying to go to work and live his life. And the cops killed him. And they tried to cover it up. This is Spokane. All right? This is so when they start telling you about stats and statistics, right? It's the cops that own the stats and statistics. Until you catch the corrupt cops doing what they're doing, you won't know about it. They tried to make it look like Otto Zem, a developmentally disabled man who was on his way to work, stopping by the Zip Trip. They said they were in fear for their life because they said he came at him with a 2-liter of pop. Not until the video, which they wouldn't show at the 7-Eleven, was given, and if that tape didn't get out to the public, Thompson and that whole crew would still be running the show, and Otto Zim would never saw any injustice at all. Otto Zim's family. It's just that close. How many times, before the internet years and the camera years, did Otto Zims get beat up and killed by cops because there's no video? There was no outrage. The facts and statistics they give you, they're just rough estimates. They're just kind of they're not made for court systems and stuff like that. They're made to see trends and kind of get a feel, because if we're always taking the same samples from the same places, they're not actual. They don't represent actual reality because they're not scientifically vetted. They're not scientifically vetted. There's no way, you wouldn't ask a bear about its eating habits. I'm not that violent. No. I never lose my temper. Self-reporting is the worst type of research because A, it's subjective and there's biases and things like that. All the statistics you get from the FBI and everybody else are all with a definitely conscientious bias. I was in the booking in Spokane County Jail. The cops were too big a piece of shit to get my wheelchair out of my car after they hogtied me. They hogtied a paraplegic. Yeah. Picked me up like a six-pack from the floor of my living room and threw me in the back seat and left my wheelchair at my house. So when I get downtown and they're booking me in, they give me some, 30-year-old wobbly wheelchair that has no foot holders on it. Places where you put your, things that swing out this way, swing out that way. They throw me in that thing. Well, I'm paraplegic. My feet were dragging on the ground. Right? I kept trying to pick them up, but I'd fall forward, and the fucking asshole cop behind me kept running over my foot. I said, you need to get me the right kind of wheelchair. They're like, fucking deal with it. And so he ran over my foot again. I told him, he said, well, pick your feet up. So I grabbed my knees and I fell out of the wheelchair. He then commenced to mace the shit out of me. Spokane County Sheriff. He said I lunged at him. Now, he's standing behind me and I fell forward out of the wheelchair because I can't fall backwards. How the fuck did I lunge at him if I fell forward and he's behind me? But that's how they justified macing the shit out of me. After they hogtied a paraplegic and threw him in the back of the car and left his wheelchair at his house. Even though the whole time I'm saying, grab my wheelchair, you fucking cunts. So, if I'm a little biased, if I don't always believe what the police report says, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking crazy. So, anyways, I saw this, and I'm thinking if he gets 10 to 17 years, justice is probably served. I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying that he's a dumb cop. He did a dumb cop thing because he was trained really well to do dumb cop things. You don't want to. It's not about defunding the police. All right. So since we're on the subject, all right. So anybody that knows me knows I have a soft spot in my heart for military, and that's about it. That's about it. The only motherfuckers I'll give a fucking break for popping off and trying to out alpha me are military folk. After that, careful. Anyway, so I'm not blaming military people for fucking up the police department, but I'm blaming military people for fucking up the military or the police department. And it's nobody's fault. It wasn't by choice. It was by osmosis. So, if you served any time in any hot zone or Iraq or anything like that, overseas stuff like that, especially if it was a active military area, you're perfect for what are you going to do after you retire? After you get out, not everybody wants to, do 20 years in the military, or maybe you have. Maybe you did 20 years. Maybe you served. I'm not in any way trying to talk bad about people, our veterans coming out of the military. But what are you going to do when you're out? Whether it's 4 years, 2, whatever your tour was. Well, being a cop kind of seems like a natural fit. You're good with guns. You don't shoot yourself in the foot. You're smarter than the cops off the street, so you get a little bit of advantage there, right? You make the detective a lot quicker, whatever. So the problem is these guys are trained by the special forces, elite forces, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, doesn't matter. These people are the fucking best trained people in the goddamn fucking world. Har har! Simplify, whatever. They're damn fucking good at what they do. So when they come in and become police officers, they look around and they're like, wow. Let's say probably in the 1960s, 1970s, right? As the population really started, in 80s, they come in here and they see a bunch of redneck cops, stuff like that. And they're going, man, no wonder there's a lot of crime in this town. You guys, you got no discipline. You're all fuck around, blah, 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 corruption, all this. Well, they come in and they're like, well, that's stupid and that's stupid because they're trained in a way that isn't compatible with civil rights, isn't compatible with a situation where it's not us versus them, right? An officer of the law, in my opinion, especially because there's a assumption of innocence, and we have a right to defend ourselves, and they're not lawyers, they're not judges, and most of the time they're showing up late. They don't know exactly what the situation is, have a duty to protect citizens and suspects first and foremost, even at the expense or endangering of their own life. People think that's crazy. No, that's the way it used to be. Don't fire unless fired upon, right? Sorry, sweetie, this job wasn't for everyone. This wasn't supposed to become a union type manufacturing. A bunch of dummies in there pushing buttons, taking the heat, whatever you want to call it. This job was for Boy Scouts and people who wanted to serve their community, make it safer, even at the expense of saving a criminal's life over their own. That's called noble. That's called honor. That's called sacrifice. Shooting unarmed people because you got a wife and kid you want to go home to, that's selfish. That's not honorable. Oh, yeah, sure, the wife and kid think so. But hey, that's why we had slaves too. I got a wife and kid. I don't want to go out there and break my back. I'm telling you. So now the military guys get into our police force, and they're not trying to fuck it up. They're not trying to make killers. They're not trying to do this. They just see a lot of things that they're not used to, and they slowly start implementing, not trying to do it, just accidentally, because they feel like it's smarter, it's safer, better success rate. The military training doesn't take into account civil rights of the enemy, right? I mean, the Geneva Code and American civil rights are not the same thing. So the more military people you have getting jobs in the police force after military combat, military training, all that, you can't help but to start getting more of a military police type police force, which if you're rich, you're okay with. But if you're poor, not so much. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. And I don't know. What do we do with veterans that get out of the, don't let them be cops? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't let them train. Don't let them train other cops. Maybe, and this is reform. This is what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm not saying defund the police. That's stupid. That's so far. It's proven to be fucking absolutely stupid. Look, I have a 5-part plan on how to fix Spokane before it's too late. Well, it's not that bad here, Cameron. Yeah, not yet. But these liberal California motherfucking voter motherfuckers, Brianne Lannister, whatever her name is, and all these California type people on the city council, and Miss Newsroom, who, yeah, she looks great on TV, probably fucks good too. I don't know, but she doesn't have the backbone to stand up to the police unions, to Jay Inslee, to the moronacy of what they're trying to do to our city. That's a lot of people to stand up to, and only a paraplegic can do it. No. So if I ran for mayor, it's bigger jail. That's a humanitarian fucking crisis. Brand new fucking jail. I mean, brand new, bigger jail. And I've already got the design, and it's fucking brilliant. Talk to me later about that. I can fix the homeless problem, right? Technology, and understanding what the true problem with these people actually is, and restructuring the manner in which we give out the resources that we give out. Identifying predators and bad actors, things like that. Mental health. We did just build a mental health facility at Sacred Heart. So that's good. You know, there are some things, but mental health. So mental health, bigger jail. Homeless, mental health, bigger jail. I know what the other one is. Bigger jail. So, and here's an important one. So I told you, we see how I feel about cops. Not necessarily the biggest love affair ever, unless it's a really sick, masochistic one. The dumbest thing we could do is tell our cops to enforce these laws, but not these. Nothing's going to piss citizens off more than seeing these people get away with bullshit, and they get ticketed for, less bullshit, and are punished worse for less bullshit than these fuckers over here. It doesn't matter class, right? It doesn't matter class. Like, if the poor see the rich get away with shit, they get mad. Trust me, they get mad. They have no power, but they get mad. But now you see rich people seeing the poor get away with stuff, they get mad too. I know, it's like, why they do. They're like, why am I getting ticketed and all these fucking fines and shit like that? And that motherfucker shooting up heroin right after he raped some chick right down there at fucking, 7-Eleven. It's like his lunch, his daily lunch. No, I don't know, whatever. So that starts making people mad. So what we do is we build a bigger jail. Fuck the county commissioners, man. Well, no, not really. I like the county commissioners because they're not COVID fucking insanity. Work with the county commissioners and the goddamn jail's in our city, all right? That jail brings in crime from the whole county, all right? We should be allowed to fucking build another one if we want to, even if we let those fucking sheriff fucking motherfuckers run it. And I've got the plan. So you build a bigger jail so that you can let the cops do their job, right? And fuck that EMT fucking bullshit training shit. Oh my God, that is so dangerous. You guys don't even know what you're doing to cops. This is this is a problem with liberal Democrats. They think cops are fix-alls, like Swiss Army fucking knives. And if something's broken in the city, buy a different knife. No. You're making cops' jobs way too fucking hard and way too complicated and way too dangerous. All right? And yeah, it's all fucked up. Enforce the law. So build a bigger jail so cops can do their job. Help the fucking homeless population with my fucking genius fucking plan. Create transitional housing for both developmentally disabled and long-term homeless people so we can train them how to be homed for about 90 days before we put them into a home. So that will cut down the recidivism, which is actually the homeless problem. It's not affordable housing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying but it is kind of hard to get into places, right? Because they're fucking all the fucking, dot the I's and cross the T's, and oh my God, you slept with one sheep and now you can't have a place to live. What the fuck? But it's the getting kicked out after you get a place over and over again that's really causing the homelessness, which causes the hopelessness, and then they just give up trying. So that's part of the plan. And then we got to start reducing some of these laws and rules and laws. And we're just dealing with cops. So there's a few other things I got in my eyesight if I was mayor. But that's where I would start, man. I would start by letting cops be cops, and not the Swiss Army knife of everything. Oh, I'd fucking hire back those fucking firefighters. Let me tell you right now, motherfuckers. If I become mayor, that shit's coming back. Those firefighters have a job, and that's the thing. The reason you want me to be mayor is not just because I'm a genius, and not because, I understand things so much better than Nadine Woodward does, and I have a penis. But COVID madness, I'll drive it the fuck out of our city. Come rain or high water. If I was a dictator about anything, it'd be this COVID fucking madness because it's constitutionally corrupt. I would be justified because the Constitution supports me. Now, with everything else, yeah, you know, maybe not so much, maybe different. You know, you work with them, stuff like that. But I'm with the voters, all right? Fuck that soccer center downtown. And fuck that judge who said the public doesn't have a right to be on the negotiations of the police union and the city. Fuck that judge. So I'm with the voters most of the time. Hey, if Spokane votes it in, I'm not going to. That's a big problem. Okay, so I'm getting off track. Whoa, okay, so that's my position on the police. I've been here all my life. I know all about police brutality. I know about people getting shot that had no gun or unlawfully. And trust me, especially now because I'm starting to like cops a little more, I give the skinny like it is because I've lived both sides. I know how it goes. I know how it happens. And I'm a genius level fucking IQ. I'm sorry. I do. I have one. You know, I don't want to go into politics. I want to create things and, you know, be an artist and make money and, you know, do a lot of drugs and hookers. But the world's falling apart, so I guess I don't get to do none of that anymore. So I guess I have to be the one to fix everything because I got the talent. I just don't have the looks. All right, everybody. Have a good day.